आपकी फ्लाइंग स्टोरी सुन के मजा आ रहा था।
Yeah, flying stories are interesting. I think in life, if you have passion for a lot of things, life becomes very easy. अगर passion नहीं है, तो it becomes a routine. Then it's not fun anymore. So, flying is a passion. I think you don't get tired of flying, and you enjoy it every time you do it. So I think that's why flying stories are interesting.
सर आपने रिटायरमेंट के बाद स्विच किया फाइनेंस में, तो ये क्या चीज़ है और आप क्या कर रहे हैं अभी?
एक्चुअली मैं ये कहना शायद पूरी तरह से ठीक नहीं, क्योंकि मैंने रिटायरमेंट के बाद स्विच किया. सी फाइनेंस ऑल्सो, एज आई टोल्ड यू, आई एम ए मैन विद लॉट ऑफ हॉबीज, एंड प्रोबेबली समवेयर दिस फाइनेंस ऑल्सो टच्ड मी very early in life, and I started understanding finance. Basically, I went to Somalia. If I may add to that, मैंने वहाँ दुनिया देखी. I went with just about I think 5-6 years of service. वहाँ पे एक incidentally there was a gentleman with Indian origin who was settled in Kenya, Nairobi. हम नैरोबी जाया करते थे छुट्टी पे, तो वहाँ से 2-3 दिन ब्रेक लेकर के, तो वहाँ पे I met this gentleman. He used to take dollars from us. And he used to trade only in dollars. So उसके दुकान में सब कुछ available था. And when I say he used to take dollars, he used to give at lot of discount. So we were attracted to buy things from his shop. And sometimes I realized that he was giving at almost at same price as he would have purchased. So one day, after visiting his shop for 3-4 times, I went talking to him. I said, why do you do like this? He says, sir, I am collecting dollars. And very soon the Kenyan shilling is going to become expensive. So my dollars will give me more money. In when did I go? 1993 and 94, the Kenyan shilling and Indian rupee to a dollar was 32 rupees some paisa. So 32-33 rupees. Kenyan shilling, it was almost at par. And we were at 32 rupees some paisa. I don't exactly remember. We were at par. So he used to take dollars, and by the time I came back in 95, if I remember correctly, the Kenyan shilling devalued to somewhere around 60 rupees. So that was the vision of that guy, or information of that guy about finance. So in about 2 years time, he doubled his money. So I realized that, I mean, these kind of things, because when I've seen it practically, I realized that there is something that can be done with finances. So that's how I got into finances. Not only this, but this was one of the related stories. और somewhere 90s से ही मैं फाइनेंस में डैबल कर रहा हूँ, on my own finances. And I realized that I was able to manage them well. So I started managing my finances beyond the normal means. So the normal means was FD in those days. बैंक FD कर दो, 10-11% मिल जाता है. Provident fund कर दो, 11-12% मिल जाता है. Return, which was beating the inflation at that time, and a good return. So I said no. There are other ways by which I can beat the inflation. That is, in those days, our families were more focused on buying land and houses. I said HDFC loan in those days was available for 14%, very very high rate, and that too for defense forces. If you had gone for civilian, as a civilian, probably they are giving a discount of 1 or 2%. I don't exactly remember. Maybe available for 15% or so. So very high rates of interest. So I said, this is what has to be beaten. And my little financial mind started working. I said, let's look into land or other avenues. Though I could buy, because the money involved was too high, but I learnt that there are ways and means by which you can beat. And probably that got me going. Easier way was, with small money, I could get into share market. Now share market was not open those days the way it is today. I had to really work very hard. I have read Dalal Street as much as I have read my professional book, because I had to do well there also, and I believe that you can't just leave your hobbies one life, you have to pursue together. So मैं दिन भर अपनी प्रोफेशनल पढ़ाई करता, रात को आकर के 1-2 घंटे इसलिए टाइम निकालता. And that's how I started getting into it. And then Harshad Mehta scam हो गया and all that. So lot of things, lot of learning came by my way. and it started getting embedded somewhere in my mind. But still nothing active was started. But much later, maybe after about 15-20 years of service, then I realized that okay, the time has come when you can put this into action. And I started getting actively involved into purchase of shares, some land where I got some money accumulated from my own salary. So bought small piece of land, it gave me good returns, and then share market and maybe mutual funds, and that my interest started getting into it. And sometime my wife said, "Gold bhi kharid lo." So I used to buy gold also for her on one of the occasions. So it became a complete package by default. And then I started studying it. Which money has beaten what kind of thing. That's how I have grown into it. And I realized that any person, if he manages finances very well, I mean, today he can live very happily. That is what focused me into it. So when I was in this service, I started informing my colleagues and my brother officers and my younger officers, कि gentlemen, time for you to look into your finances also. And then somebody told me, sir, why don't you formally inform us कि कैसे करना है? I said, okay, fine. So sometimes they will call me into the mess. I used to sit and give and just explain to them. And then I started taking some lectures also, of course, ki, how should you look into finance, and it started getting into our structure, forum and all that, and that's how it grew. And my interest grew, and I started taking formal lectures, and now also I've just come back after taking a lecture, which probably you must have seen in my podcast. So I said that now that I have retired, let me wholeheartedly focus. Earlier my focus was my job, main job, where I was duty bound. But now I got totally free time, so I have shifted the gears. That okay, let me do wholeheartedly towards it. And it's very interesting to talk to young boys and girls and my colleagues and my friends. They say, how do you know so much? So that's where it comes in very handy, and when you tell small tidbits, they're very happy about it. So that's how I got into personal financial management, and since it's a hobby, so I'm also pursuing some online courses also. It's always better to educate oneself, and I feel it's never too late for anything. So that's where I am right now.
हमने आपके बहुत सारे पोस्ट देखे हैं, बहुत सारे लेक्चर्स लेते हैं, इसलिए मैं भी थोड़ा सा टेम्प्टेड हो गया था. तो मुझे जानना है कि ऐसे कौन से टिप्स हैं, क्योंकि बहुत सारी मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन भी आजकल. तो क्या टिप्स होनी चाहिए यंगस्टर्स को सेव करने के लिए, फाइनेंस मैनेजमेंट करने के लिए?
अब बड़ी सिंपल अगर टिप कहते हैं, जो मैं सबसे सिंपलिस्टली कहता हूँ, बिकॉज यंगस्टर्स हैव टू मेनी थिंग्स टू लुक इनटू. बहुत बिजी है वो. आप लोगों की लाइफ बहुत टफ है. आई सी माई चिल्ड्रन, सुबह जाते हैं, रात को आते हैं, वीकेंड मिलता है, बड़ी मुश्किल से उसमें दे आर एबल टू रिकवर फॉर द नेक्स्ट वीक. बहुत टफ लाइफ है आप लोगों की, इवन इन द सिविल स्ट्रीट ऑल्सो. सो अगर फाइनेंशियली उसमें इन्वॉल्व होना है, तो मैं तो सिर्फ दो चीज बोलता हूँ. अगर आप खुद नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, तो प्लीज टेक एडवाइस ऑफ वन फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर. बहुत अच्छे फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर अवेलेबल है. आप ट्राई करिए उन फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर से एडवाइस लेने का जो सेबी से रजिस्टर्ड है. सेबी इज अ रेगुलेटरी बॉडी. तो उसमें जो फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर होगा वो आपको सही एडवाइस देगा. एक तो वो जब आप जानते नहीं है, ये आप इधर उधर की टिप्स लेने की कोई जरूरत नहीं. और या फिर मैं कहता हूँ आप डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टिंग खुद करें. ये मैं सबके लिए कहता हूँ, एंड एवरीबॉडी कैन डू इट. तो फर्स्ट स्टेप इज आप अपने पैसे को खुद से सेव करें. आपके इफ यू आर अर्निंग 100 रुपीज, यू कैन स्टार्ट विद योर ओन बजट की मैं 20 रुपीज सेव कर सकता हूँ या 30 कर सकता हूँ या 40. आई लीव इट टू यू, बट यू मस्ट गेट इनटू द हैबिट ऑफ सेविंग. अब ऐसा नहीं मैं कह रहा हूँ कि आप अभी आपकी पहली नौकरी लगी आप उसी में शुरू हो गए. I mean, you can enjoy for 2-3 years, but then एक टाइम आएगा when you should start saving. Make it a habit, because जो आप इस वक्त सेव कर रहे हैं. I was doing one calculation. अभी हम उस वाले मोड में नहीं, अगर उस वाली प्रेजेंटेशन होते तो मैं आपको बताता. अब 5,000 rupees saved at a 12% rate of interest for 30 years. 30 साल तक जनरली आदमी काम करता है. 5,000 rupees today is nothing. Generally a salary to a young employed person is anywhere between 40 to 50,000 rupees per month. So 5,000 you can easily take out for 12 at the rate of 12% for 30 years. If I remember correctly, he ends up earning about 1.8-1.9 crores just by 5,000. And what is 5,000 rupees after maybe 15 years from today? You will be earning much more. So if you just keep increasing this little bit, So this kind of tips which you tell people कि यार you have a lot of potential, please use this potential. तो जब लोग ये सुनते हैं तो they get motivated. सर ये तो बड़ा अच्छा है. You tell me more. So then you can sit down and you can tell them. बड़ा simple है. आप बैठ के calculate. So it is to tell them where to go, how to go. That is the process I look into it. And it's very easy for anyone. I do it for my children. I do it for my brother. मतलब जो भी मिल जाए. And that can be done. When I love grooming people, I love mentoring people, and I feel financial mentoring is also a great part of motivational mentoring, because ultimately if you ask anyone, one of the major factor of motivation is also money, finance. So it actually converges into. So when I mentor them and I talk to them about motivation, if you don't, घर में अगर खाना नहीं है खाने के लिए तो motivation कहीं नहीं लेके जाएगा. So it actually converges. So I realize that this potential that I have just understood in the last 4-5 months, it will take great heights. So I'm getting some good response from people, and I'm honing my lectures towards that. And I wish I'll get one whenever I get opportunity. I'll refine it further. That's what I intend to do here on.
Stocks, म्यूचुअल फंड, लैंड या गोल्ड, इनको अगर ऑर्डर में हमने डाला है इन्वेस्टमेंट के, तो किसी यंगस्टर को कैसे कैसे प्रोसीड करना चाहिए?
ओके, सो लैंड रिक्वायर्स लॉट ऑफ मनी. लैंड आपको 10-20 लाख से कम में नहीं मिलेगी और मुश्किल है. यंगस्टर का उतना पैसा पता नहीं होगा कि नहीं होगा. गोल्ड, आई डोंट कंसिडर गोल्ड एज एन इन्वेस्टमेंट. आई कंसिडर गोल्ड एज ए हेज. जब पैसा ऊपर जाता है तो गोल्ड नीचे आता है. आप ये समझने वाली बात है. when the markets are down, when nobody is putting money in the market, so he has to buy something, then gold is what is bought. So gold ऊपर आता है. So अगर आप मार्केट को फॉलो करते हैं तो अभी थोड़े दिन पहले गोल्ड टच्ड ऑलमोस्ट 73-74,000 रुपीज फॉर 10 ग्राम्स. मैंने उस समय एक पोस्ट भी डाला था, whether to buy gold at 71K or not. मेरे लिंक्डइन पोस्ट में आपको मिलेगा पोस्ट. उसमें मैंने एक्सप्लेन भी किया था. उस समय मार्केट थोड़ी सी गिरी थी, बट गोल्ड इज नॉट ए वेरी कंसिस्टेंट कंपाउंडर. इट्स ए हेज. तो फ्रॉम हेज पर्सपेक्टिव जो मैं कहता हूँ लोगों को, वो धनतेरस आता है हर साल, आप एक कॉइन ले लीजिए, बस ज्यादा कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. इनिशियली टू स्टार्ट विद अ कॉइन, जैसे मैं आप ही को अगर मैं एडवाइस कर रहा हूँ, आप धनतेरस पे एक कॉइन लीजिए, बहुत खुश होंगे. एंड इफ यू आर मैरिड, समबडी हु इज मैरिड, आप 2 कॉइन ले लीजिए, एक आपके नाम पे, एक बीवी के नाम पे. बहुत बढ़िया. 60-70,000 का गोल्ड होता है. 60-70,000 अगर आप पर मंथ डिवाइड कर दें तो मुश्किल से इट इज 5,000 रुपीज पर मंथ. आप उतना निकाल सकते हैं और वो गहन में ले सकते हैं. तो इट्स इजी इन्वेस्टमेंट. लैंड में करना मुश्किल है, बिकॉज आपको बहुत पैसा इकट्ठा करना पड़ेगा. तो इफ यू वांट टू गेट इनटू लैंड और हाउस आपको बनाना है, तो उसके लिए फिर आपको एक SIP प्लान करनी पड़ेगी कि I'll have to collect that kind of money at some point in time so that I should be able to implement that. So that's a different process. Coming to share market and mutual fund, ये बहुत risky investment है. A very risky investment because या तो आपको उसकी knowledge हो, अगर knowledge नहीं है और आपने ऐसे ही उसके अंदर tips पे अपना पैसा लगा दिया तो it's all the more likely that you may lose that money and then you will lose confidence. Indian market story is intact. India is growing. For next 10 years, our economy is very strong. It's only going to grow in the world, and so if the Indian market story is good, how can our stocks be bad? It is just that we have to identify the correct story. अगर आप में वो capability है, so there is nothing better than putting into direct stock. But since you don't have that information, so it's better to invest in the person who has that information. Those who manage the mutual funds, because there are mutual fund managers, they have the story. So उन्होंने आपके लिए अलग अलग तरीके से mutual fund बनाए हुए हैं. Large cap mutual funds and small caps and multi. There are 1400 plus varieties of mutual fund from the different houses. So they will guide you which mutual fund to go into. आप 2-3 mutual fund ले लीजिए. तो my mind एक large cap and mid cap मिला करके एक flexi cap, एक index fund ले लीजिए. टैक्स सेविंग चाहते थे कि एक टैक्स सेविंग फंड ले लीजिए. 4 फंड्स, अब जितना भी आपका बजट है इक्वली डिवाइड कर दीजिए, SIP लगा दीजिए एंड जस्ट लीव इट, लेट इट ग्रो. 4-5 साल बाद आप ही मुझे थैंक यू बोलेंगे, सर आपने इंटरव्यू में इतना अच्छा गाइडेंस दे दिया था मुझे कि like I gave this guidance to my brother one day rang me back. I have suddenly got so much reflected in my account by one of the financial services. He said, भैया ये पैसा कहाँ से है? मैं कहा, it is your money, just grown. He couldn't believe it. I said, yes, just talk to your financial advisor, he will tell you. I never knew this money is growing. I said, yeah, that money. So that's how it grows. It's called power of compounding. It's the right time for any youngsters to start. Do that. That's what I keep writing sometimes in my posts. And I told them, anybody has got any very personal thing, you can bilaterally connect with me through my mail and all that. We can easily go talking on these issues. That's what I will advise. Or if somebody is a little more risk taker and if he is able to understand the stock market, so since you asked me the order, I will put it this way that you go to mutual fund way. That is the best way. Mutual fund सही है. मेरा एक उसमें पॉडकास्ट भी है. म्यूचुअल फंड सही है. उसके ऊपर आप देख सकते हैं मेरे पोस्ट में है वो. तो उसमें मैंने सारा एक्सप्लेन किया हुआ है. अगर आप रिस्क लेना चाहते हैं तो about 15-20% you can dabble into stocks. तो आप लार्ज कैप से शुरू कर सकते हैं. And gradually the stock market will teach you कि मैं कहाँ गलत कर रहा हूँ. Gold you must buy to hedge. One coin is good enough. So by the time you retire, one coin today, maybe as you grow, you get married, you buy 2 coins. Somewhere 10-15 years down the line, you make it to 3 coins. ये automatically हो जाएगा. So by the time you retire, you will have 500-600 grams of gold. बहुत बढ़िया अच्छा गोल्ड हो जाएगा, अच्छा लगेगा आपको. It's a hedge fund. It will do you good when you will marry your children and all that will come in handy. Land का भी ऐसा है कि going to tier 2 city, you don't have to buy land in Delhi. Buy land in small city, village में land खरीदिए आप. अपने village में खरीदिए, अच्छी एक रोड के ऊपर, बहुत सस्ते में जाएगी land आपको. And let it be. We get into fancy idea of buying a land in Noida or Faridabad or somewhere there. वहाँ तो naturally expensive होगा. और गांव में जाके land लीजिए 10 years, 20 years from today. Just imagine what was Greater Noida or the area which is towards the airport, since you belong to that area. What was it 20 years back?
Jungle.
And today see what is the value. It is just that. Go into any tier 2, tier 3 city which is growing, buy a land on the road, आपको अभी बड़े सस्ते में मिल जाएगी. Then let it be there. It's growing. So that's how I advise people on